All right, let's go. I'm late. I know I'm late, but I'm here. You know, had a great shift at work. It was 99.9999% perfect. One slightly clerical paperwork thing, but all the tanks got to their right place in the proper time. I got back at a decent time. I got my truck loaded up for tomorrow. That's all good. I got my route set. You know what I'm saying? I did all those things, just made one slight little dingy, but it's all good. Can't be 100% perfect at all times. You know what I'm saying? It's Monday in Connecticut, and I got to tell you, it's hot. You see how sunny it is in the environment, man. 90, it says it's 91 degrees. I know it's not that hot, but I know because, the car is always 10 degrees hotter. But, with the greenhouse effect and the sun being directly on the temperature thing, the temperature bulb, let me see if I can show you. You see that little bulb right there in the center, that little miniature dome in the center? That right there is what takes the monitors the climate. Am I using the right word? That's how the temperature is determined. But this little thing right there, that little bulb, this is what gives you an idea of how hot it is. I want to say outside of the car, but like I said, when it's constant, when the heat is concentrated on the car, it's a lot hotter than what it actually is. You know what? I want to look at the weather. I'm gonna look at the weather. I'm gonna tell you exactly the temperature. Give me a moment. Somebody's kind of tailgate me a little bit and being what's the word? Fast and furious, speed racer. I got a speed racer behind me right now, so I got to kind of focus real quick before I try to multitask. All right, hold on. I stand corrected. According to weather.com, I'm in Springfield right now, Springfield, Mass, and it is 91 degrees. We don't have any spring, man. We have no spring begins March 21st. And it's pretty much been cold the whole time until now. It just went from cold to this, which I don't mind, but sometimes I would like to have at least like nice little 2 weeks of spring, whatever. I went from using a space heater 3 days ago to I had to put the air conditioning in last night. And I'm about to finish putting the air conditioners in the rest of the rooms as soon as I get to the crib. But first, gotta stop at Big Y, like how I always do. I need some fresh, soft-baked cookies. Because that's just a part of what I do. I mean, don't judge me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not buying my cookies from the aisle. I no longer get snacks in the aisle. I get them in the bakery area. So it's not perfect, but it is definitely improvement. I'll take that. I'm getting that, and then I'm getting me a half gallon of vanilla bean ice cream. I'm gonna get me some mixed nuts, some chocolate sauce, some caramel sauce. I'm even gonna get like a little scooper. I'm about to get in a scooper because, like, we doing Sundays. We doing Sundays, like, you know what I'm saying? For this whole summer, we doing Sundays. We ain't just putting it in the bowl and just making the ice cream regular. We scooping it out. We're doing like professional scoops, you know what I'm saying, with the clicker and everything to get the ice cream ball paused in the bowl properly. We're doing like 2 or 3 of them scoops, right? We're going to take our mixed nuts. We're going to chop them up. We're going to sprinkle. He said, I have type 2 diabetes. We're going to sprinkle the mixed nuts on top of the vanilla bean. We're going to take a little bit of the chocolate sauce, put the chocolate drizzle, and we're going to take the caramel drizzle. I might go all out. I might buy some whipped cream too. And I might buy some cherries. If I'm going to do the Sunday, it's like, I could go to a restaurant and spend like $10 on a Sunday Or I could take that same $10, get the same ingredients, and no, I won't eat it every single day to give myself diabetes. But every other day or whatever, after dinner or something like that, want to give myself a little treat, make myself feel good. I'm gonna get the scooper that I bought. I'm gonna open up that vanilla bean. I'm gonna scoop up one, clap, 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 clap. I'm gonna scoop up another, clap, 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 clap. That's good. Praline shortbread cookies. They're good cookies. They're good, but you only get the praline shortbread cookies in the aisle, and I'm not trying to get snacks from the aisle. So I see your praline shortbread cookies, and I raise you soft-baked macadamia white cookies. The sugar cookies with the macadamia nuts, I'm gonna get some of those. You know what I'm saying? So I crunch up the nuts, pause. I crumble up the macadamia cookie, you know what I mean? Then I grab that and I do the salt bay. I flick those cookies all over that vanilla bean. Then I take those nuts, pause, and I flicker those nuts all over that vanilla bean. Then I take that drizzle, the chocolate sauce, and I do a little fancy abstract, you know what I'm saying, abstract painter design, neo-impressionist style drizzle. Then I take that caramel and I do that same neo-impressionist style drizzle over the nuts, over the macadamia and white chocolate cookies, over the vanilla bean. And then when I'm done, I get the whipped cream, I shake it up, pause. I do one dollop. I do another dollop. I do a third dollop of whipped cream. And then I get my cherries, right? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I get a toothpick. I poke the cherry. And then I just place it at the top. I sit down, get my spoon, throw on a podcast, and I enjoy. Right. Matter of fact, I don't do this normally, but after I eat dinner, I think I'm going to go live. I think I'm going to make this Sunday, and you friends are going to watch me enjoy this, because because it's heating up. And once it is heating up, you got to do things to make yourself cool down. Now, we're not getting too deep. We're not getting too philosophical, but it is a parallel and a metaphor. Whenever you get heated up, you have to know the things to make you cool down, both physically and mentally. I'm speaking more or less on the physical. Tomorrow is going to be 95 degrees at work. So this bottle right here, this Gatorade bottle filled water, I'm going to make sure I have fresh bottled water in here. It's going in the freezer. It's going in the freezer. And I'm going to have two other water bottles in the freezer as well as a backup. Let me shout out my people that's in here. What's good? Deadpool man was popping. Deadpool man said I'm going to catch diabetes, but then suggested that I eat some praline shortbreads. You're kind of making me want them, but I'm not going to get them. We only stand in the baker's aisle. We're not going in the snack aisle. We don't do the snack aisle no more. Only time we kind of do the snack aisle is for chips. That's it. But besides that, no. No cookies, no snacks, no honey buns, no. We don't do that no more. We're done with that. We're done with that. But you got to get yourself things that's going to cool you off. Make sure you got your frozen, freeze your water. Freeze your water. Have plenty of water during these heat waves. Always have something cool. You say, hey, bro, reply me beer. If you want a cold beer, I don't drink myself. Harry, Tamta, here I go with the weird names. I don't understand what y'all saying again. Hey, you want to have yourself a cold beer? Have yourself a cold beer. When it's real hot weather, when I used to drink, I would prefer lighter beers like an Angry Orchard that has the apple flavor, or I would do I forget what Oktoberfest. You throw a little orange slice in it. I would have that. Coronas with the lime. There's another one. It's on the tip of my tongue, and it's gonna come to me. I can't think of it, but it's another one. It has like an orange flavor. Bud Lights, but when I used to drink, I prefer like more flavored like beers. Like to me, Guinness and stuff like that, the darker beers, that's more of a West Indians love that. And to me, that's more of a fall type of beer or whatever. It just when it's real cool and hot and nice outside, you want something cool. I don't necessarily get a cool vibe flavor-wise when I drink Guinness. Now when me have a Guinness, I'm chilling with friends, we play dominoes, then I feel cool in that aspect. When we talk about the persona, you know what I'm saying, the image. But when I talk about my actual feelings, like the temperature of my body and on the inside, me don't drink no Guinness beer because it make me more warm. So me don't do that. No, I don't. No. So that's what I would drink if I was a drinker. Corona, Guinness. No, I'm saying, sorry. Corona, Peroni. That's like a light beer, Italian beer. Corona, Peroni, Oktoberfest with a little orange in it. And there's another one I can see it. It has an orange peel. It has like a slice of orange as a part of its logo. And I can see it in my brain, but I can't remember the name of it. If anybody knows the name of the beer that I'm trying to remember, that's definitely a summer beer that you put a slice of orange in it when you drink it. I can't remember the name of that beer, but it is very. I used to drink it all the time. Well, a nice little Heineken when it's hot, like a Heineken. That's pretty good too. Nice cold Heineken. But either Corona was my go-to. Corona was my go-to. That was a standard. You throw the lime in the Corona, bam, you just like I'm thinking about it. Like I kind of want to get one right now. I have not drank. Next week, whenever it's June 1st, it'll be 7 years officially that I have not had a drink of alcohol. 7 years. So I ain't gonna go that route, you know. And I just have other ways of getting lifted and feeling good. I think just being in a moment and then just enjoying life, just being appreciative of being alive, being appreciative of your family, being appreciative of your living situation, being appreciative of your job, and just being able to do that. Even if you don't like your job, the fact that you could put together a resume, talk on his phone, and have the potential to go somewhere else. Just be appreciative of whatever situation that you have, because it could always be worse. But I'm damn sure when I get to the, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to get to this big ride, and I'm going to get these ingredients for these sundaes I'm about to be knocking out for the next few days. Yeah, I'm going to be very appreciative of that. But I got to be disciplined. Got to make sure I eat my dinner first. We're not going to have sugar for dinner, but we definitely going to have some sugar. We definitely going to have something sweet. That is indubitably happening. Most definitely it's happening. It is happening, man. Keep yourself cool. Popsicles, freeze pops. I like the little Italian ices. Ices, that's funny. The Italian ice. I like the Italian ices. It's not ices. It's ices. See, I said it wrong. I like those too. Those keep you cool. Have the AC on, you know what I'm saying? When you get home, get out them funky clothes, take your dirty ass shower. It's people that come home and they be dirty and they just take a nap with their dirty body. Ew, your bed nasty. I can't wear inside clothes. I can't wear outside clothes inside, man. I can't. I gotta change immediately. I'm like Mr. Rogers. You know what I'm saying? Gotta change my whole swag when I get in the crib. I just feel constricted. Like I feel like my clothes when I go out to work, the energy that's the dirt, the filth, it just represents the work. When I get home, my home is a sanctuary. I want to strip the work off my body so I can decompress and maximize and enjoy the moment. Because things are heating up. So you got to figure out the things to make you stay cool. Like I said, I'm only talking about the physical stuff, you know, things that you eat or whatever. But the music that you listen to, you want to listen to some laid back jazz or something like that. Maybe some laid back, some Asian sounds or some Indian music. Stuff to keep you at a calm. I feel like when it's real hot like this, why you want to listen to heavy metal? You know what I'm saying? Why you want to listen to some hardcore hip hop? You know? Why you want to listen to some aggressive orchestra music? We want some laid back and mellow, something to calm the nerves. Things are heating up. So we gotta give ourselves balance. We can't control the sun. We can't control what the sun is doing from an energy standpoint, but we can control our environment. We can control the things we consume, the things that we eat, the things that we listen to, the things that we watch. We can control those things. And when our temperature goes up, when the attitude and the anger goes up, we use those different things, whether it's a nice cold drink, soothing music, listening to some philosophy, some meditation, watching something serene. That's why a lot of people have fish tanks. They just watch the fish tank. It just calms you down, seeing these creatures just sway back and forth in this aquatic dimension. They breathe oxygen just like we do. They just have a different meaning. They have gills that separate the oxygen from the water. You know what I mean? Things are heating up. So what are some of the things that you do to keep yourself cool, both physically and mentally, man? A little, I won't say off topic, but on topic. I don't understand why so many people that aren't black. This is off my brain, but I want to talk about this. So many people that aren't black campaign so hard to have permission to use the N-word freely. Like, I understand freedom of speech, but I forget who said it. I don't know if it was the academics. You have freedom of speech, but you don't have freedom of consequences. Sometimes you executing your freedom of speech by saying something offensive will offend the wrong or right person, however you see it. And there's no telling how that individual will retaliate because of the offensive things you said. So yes, freedom of speech is definitely one of our rights. But sometimes executing that right can go left. That's why with Chud the Builder. You know who Chud the Builder is? White dude from Nashville, got the cowboy hat, the curl up mustache, and this thing is just going in various cities, safe areas, and just antagonizing black people, calling them the N-word. And then when they get offended at him saying the N-word, don't be jumping out, and they start running up on him, he brandishes his weapon, he threatens them with weapons. It's a real corny game. He's basically he was looking for an excuse to have a reason to kill, I feel like to just do harm to black people. That's just what it was, man. And what happened? Some dude did challenge him. He wound up shooting the guy in the gut. He shot himself. The guy survived. Now Chud the Builder is in prison on a $1.5 million bond. And that's all he did was go around and just antagonize folks. And if they would get pissed off at his antagonism, he would say that they are chimping out. Here's the irony. If you're going around to a neighborhood full of individuals that are not of your race or your persuasion, and you're constantly calling them slurs that offend their race or their persuasion, the reality is, if you're doing that, you are the one that is chimping out. But it's like he never really came across, as far as the videos, I've never seen him come across any like super logical black people that would actually break it down and just make him look stupid. You can literally make somebody like that look completely stupid without getting upset, without raising your voice or anything. You can just logically just completely break them down. Like, what is your purpose? You want to prove that you can antagonize people to act like savages when you're the one that's doing savage-like behavior? It takes savage-like behavior, to me, if you're doing savage-like behavior, you're gonna bring out savagery. Now, a savage is a savage is a savage. And a savage is gonna react in a savage way, even if you come at them civilly. He was not coming at them civilly. He was coming at them savagely. He got what he got. Now he's in the position, the situation that he's in. Don't feel sorry for him whatsoever. Things was heating up, and he just got cooled down. You heat up too much, you act like that, you run up on people randomly, acting all tough. Just because you got a camera in your hand and you got the First Amendment in with your mouth and the Second Amendment on your hip, other people got the Second Amendment on their hip legally too. That's what happened with him. When things heat up, you got to cool down. If what I heard, he loves black women, and he used to date some chick, and this is all stuff that's on the internet that people are talking about, not spreading rumors, nothing like that. It's everywhere. And she used to peg him, like, hit it from the back with a strap on, like, just ridiculous stuff, man. What made him want to take that particular crusade? A lot of people that are non-black folks are very, very emboldened. I'm not going to call out any names in particular. His is just popular, but a lot of major YouTubers and major influencers that are not of our ilk, black people's ilk, they are very emboldened, and it has definitely become a means of capitalism for people that are not of our ilk to capitalize on trying to stir the pot, chimping out, trying to get us to chimp out. Things are heating up. You got to cool that down, man. I would never. I could take that controversial route, call people out, name names, and etc. But that is not how I want to become self-sufficient as a comedian and a content creator. I just can't do it. I won't do it. I won't ever do it. Because human beings, like, we already have to live our lives with our heads in a swivel, so to speak. Because like I'm driving this traffic, at any moment I could die, so I'm paying attention. Head on a swivel. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could rob you at any minute. Anybody could be violent towards you at any minute. You know what I'm saying? Every human being has to be concerned about this. But if you're a human being that's on some Tupac, just trying to act tough at all times, inciting people, getting in people's face, and challenging them, it's like that guy that unfortunately got killed with the red jumpsuit, the red sweatsuit, a few days ago, maybe a week ago or something like that. I guess he was just saying hello. He was walking to the store, he was saying hello, and some dude misinterpreted it, and this big argument ensued. And he went in the store, and they were still arguing. So he brandished the pistol. He's like, "Listen, I'm like that. You want to lose your life?" Blah blah blah. And as he walked away, an undercover cop ran and just shot him in the back a couple of times. Was just that shit was crazy. But he put himself in that situation because things was heating up. He didn't have to go back. I'm like that. You don't got to do that. It's not necessary. You don't say nothing. You don't got to talk trash. You don't got to do nothing like that. If somebody just attack you, then let things be as it may. But you don't have to. You know, things was heating up. So instead of cooling stuff down, he added more gasoline to it. I don't blame his death on him because the cop shot him in his back, and that was crazy. I don't know if he was brandishing it towards him or whatever. I would have to see more of the tape. But even before we even get to that point, we don't even get to that point. If the dude just ignored the dude when he said what's up to the dude, hey, what's going on, or whatever. He said, man, I was being polite, motherfucker. Why you trying to? He say hi. The dude act like an asshole, whatever. You don't want to accept my hi? Fuck it. Let me just go up in here. Now you got to be loud and tough. It's like a lot of us always got to prove how tough we are to people we don't know. You beat their ass. You do whatever. It does nothing for your life. The only thing it does is temporarily satiate your ego and your inclination, but then it puts you in a bad situation. I think he had a wife. I don't know if he had kids. Definitely had a wife. Now your wife's a widow. All because you decided to try to be a tough guy. I still blame the cop for shooting him in the back. He shouldn't have been shot in the back. As far as I'm talking about the angle I saw. Now, if coming out the door, he started putting a gun in because they said there was another undercover outside. So if coming out of the door, he pulled the gun or whatever, then I can understand why they shot him. I'm just going off the video that I saw him leaving. Things heated up, and he didn't cool it down. We got to figure out how to cool these situations down when they heat up. What are different various things that you can do? I already told you. Whether you're eating something cold, you're drinking something cold, you're watching something cool, or you're listening to something cool. Don't let a fiery situation burn you. Don't let a fiery moment define you. This is fight or flight only. The only reason why you should lash out and be insane and hysterical, the only reason why you should let that dragon, so to speak, out is to protect you, yourself in that moment, or your family, to preserve your life. Other than that, seeking retribution and all that, I mean, I can't speak for anybody like that, but there's always calculated ways to do things if you want to take care of something. And there are people that get paid to execute revenge if somebody does anything to you and your family. Now, like I said, it's easier said than done, because if somebody does something heinous or harmful to your loved ones, a lot of times you don't care. All that goes out the window. You let the dragon out of the cage of the castle. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But if you have a moment of clarity to curtail yourself in that particular moment, you know what I'm saying? You want to, listen, keep the dragon in the cage at the moment if you didn't see it happen. And we're going to get that logical dude that logical calculator dude in your brain to make things happen in a way that would execute justice, that would exact your revenge on whoever, you know, and at the same token, it'll keep you free and preserve you for your family and your loved ones. You dig? That's all I'm saying. When things are heating up, gotta learn how to cool it down, man. Life is temporary. This physical shell is finite. And it's relatively brief. This form is relatively brief in the grand scheme of things. And so, if we know that, why would we choose to do anything to expedite the process? Why would we choose to do anything that's going to make this beautiful, precious, finite situation move faster than when it actually moves? Like, I'm about to make this sundae tonight. This sundae is going, I'm about to buy the ingredients right now. So the prep and me getting the ingredients, taking it home, putting it together, blah, blah, blah. That's going to take a lot longer than me eating it. I know the sundae is delicious. And there's two ways I can eat it. I can savor it, enjoy every bite, maximize the moment, or I can just eat it in 2 seconds. Like, why would I do that? I ain't even really get a chance to really enjoy the flavors, the taste, or anything like that. I'm just rushing and going. What am I in a rush for? Savor the moment, man. Same thing with life. Things are heating up. Think of different, various ways to make things cool down. And with that being said, as I always say to all my young and up-and-coming comedians that take this game serious, there is no such thing as writer's block. If the comedy guys have not given you new things described on that page, it is their way of telling you to perfect the things that they already gave you. Stay away from the nonsense. Stay away from the foolishness. Stay away from the gossip. Stay away from the rumors. Focus on the funny and lead with love. Life is not something that happens in spite of you. Life is an experience to behold. So get to beholding and enjoy. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday. Wherever you are on this planet, like, share, subscribe, leave a couple comments. Look at my profile, man. If you want to leave me a little donation in the Cash App or whatever, I appreciate it if you do that too. All is appreciated, because the more that you give to me, the more I upgrade the situation, and eventually I want to be in a position where I'm doing this full time during the day and doing my stand-up at night. Peace.